Welcome back. We're live. Today we have a cracked tooth syndrome on tooth number 14. I've already designated our admin phase to show that we're doing a zirconia crown on tooth 14. So we can jump right into our pre-op. Here it is. Now, I don't ever expect to show a preoperative radiograph or perioperative scan of a cracked tooth and expect it to like jump off of the screen. But if you look really closely, you can probably see that crack going up through that filling there. And then if we told you that the patient was having discomfort on chewing and failed a tooth sleuth, then everything's starting to add up and say, yeah, that tooth is probably cracked. So, in addition to the crack that we see and failing the tooth sleuth, this patient has also lost other multiple teeth due to literally cracking and breaking. So this time we are going to preemptively wrap with a crown. That tooth was lost due to fracture, and you can see it's sort of with an implant. So we don't want to lose any more teeth to fracture. Crown is a great way to help prevent a tooth from breaking, and so that is what the patient has chosen. Here's a crown prep. We'll see that more in a minute. Let's go over to our model axis. Spin that around. Get it all lined up. That blue. St. Jawline is just taking this blue dot, putting it in the middle of the tooth so that we can draw our margin. Looks like the computer drew the margin for us because it was so crisp and clean. I'm going to change it some. Right here. You want to feel good about your dentistry. Prep a crown and then have a software program draw a margin for you. Always nice when it can read the information you've given it. Okay. So that looks good to me. Our insertion axis will be parallel with the long axis of the neighboring tooth. Right like so. Will work. 120 microns to bond. It's going to include silane, bonding agent, and a resin cement. I like 3M products. That's what works well for me. I use the Monobond Plus for my silane and Scotch-Bond Universal for bonding agent. I like the Universal RelyX Universal for my cement. Initial proposal, not terrible. Definitely needs some work. So firstly, let's work on our occlusion. So let's see. That is going to be quite a bit higher than it was. Probably want to take it down. She's got a night guard that still needs to fit after I'm done. I would really like to give her occlusion on this tooth. So what I'll probably need to do is adjust her night guard. Because you can see that if I take away my crown, we see her preoperative scan, and I'm a good 0.5 millimeter higher than her other tooth was. But that's where her bite wants to be. So I'm not going to rob her of a bite just so we can use the old night guard. Instead, I believe I'll just choose to adjust that old night guard, and that will work. It'll be the best of both worlds. All right, so we're dialing in our occlusion here. Fix this bubble while we've got the chance. Same thing here, just a little thin spot. Fix. Now, what we do want to be careful of is encouraging this tooth to walk backwards or distally. We don't want this lower implant to encourage that tooth to drift. So I'm going to remove some of these contacts that are doing that and see where I can't plan this to be in a better spot. That one right there is very helpful. Work on this transverse ridge just a little bit. If I could give her one right here. There we go. So what that's going to do is encourage that tooth to stay forward against this second bicuspid. Worst thing we could do is put a crown in her mouth that wants to walk backwards due to the bite scheme. So we're not going to. I'll give her a little bite there on that marginal ridge, but you can see we've got even more bite over here, encouraging that tooth to stay forward. It's good. Let's check our pre-op. So she's going to have a little more bite than she used to have, and I'm okay with that because it's going to be balanced. May have to adjust her old night guard, but that's okay. All right, so let's check our contact. That'll do. And lastly, we'll check our articulator. So what happens when her jaw slides around? Get our new tool, functionally generated path. See our little interference there. We'll use our form remove tool to get rid of that. Okay. At this point, we have a crown that we're happy with.